Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and today's video. This is my makeup haul number 5 for 2020, and this is, I suppose it's a ticking of another brand off my list of brands that I'd like to try this year, but it wasn't actually on the list. Anyway, I totally have to blame a fellow YouTuber, Nikki Raven, for introducing me to this brand. If you don't know who Nikki Raven is, I will link her channel up here for you now. Please go and check her out. She's a lovely lady in her early 40s from the Netherlands. She does some fabulous facial expressions during a video. She's really funny. She does makeup looks. She uses all different products and brands. She also does a series once a week talking about new makeup releases, what's coming out. So yeah, please do go check Nikki Raven out. And the brand that I am talking about today, it's Essence. Okay, now then, like I say, I'd not heard of this brand until I watched some of Nikki's videos, and this brand is very affordable, ladies and gentlemen. I've actually picked everything up in 2 hauls from Feel Unique. Obviously I will link their website down below for you in the description box. Just click show more and that will bring all the information up that you will need. So I'm just going to get into showing you everything that I've bought in this haul. I'll tell you the prices as I'm going along. Yeah, and then obviously I'll be doing a creating a look and first impression video, and fingers crossed I'll be doing a 3 looks 1 palette with these as well. So first things first, let's start at the beginning. So I have here, it's the Prime Plus Studio Redness Correcting and Pore Minimizing Primer with Green Clay. This is a 30ml tube. There we go, I'll just show you that. And how much did this cost? This cost me £3.49. Yes, you heard correctly, £3.50 for a primer. I'm going to open it up. It's like a nozzle on the inside, and let's just give it a little try. I mean, I've literally opened the boxes when they've arrived to make sure everything's in there. That's it. So as you can see, it is green and it feels very lightweight, and it is very much like a cream or a lotion. There we go. It smells nice, fresh and clean, no heavy fragrance to it whatsoever. Because I do find, I got ages ago, I got a little green redness correcting like wandy pen thing. That's completely used up now, and I do find that it does help with my rosacea, just to dull the redness down. And I use that after I've put my primer on. I use that before I put my foundation on. So to get a colour correcting or anti-redness in with a primer, I just thought that was a great idea, and for £3.50 I thought, well, we'll give it a go. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter, you know. So that's product number 1. Then I decided to get the Stay All Day 16-hour liquid foundation. There we go. Again, this is a 30ml tube, and I got it in the shade 05 Soft Cream. So, whoops, there we go. And it is a pump action. Here we go. And I'm just going to try and get a little bit out. She says, come on. Oh, there we go. Now I will say that I did find trying to do a colour match online very awkward. There wasn't the greatest amount of, I think there was only about 6 or 7 shades that you could choose from, and I did go backwards and forwards, but here we go. This is the 05. Let's just rub it in. on the back of my hand. Not the best place to test. You should really test your foundations on your jawline, ladies and gentlemen, but obviously I've got a full face of makeup on, so I don't want to do that right now. And looking at it, it does seem a little light at the moment on the back of my hand, but my hands are quite well tanned at the minute. My face is a little lighter than that, so I would think that will be fine. It smells nice, it does smell nice. It has got a fragrance, but it's almost like a bit of a baby talky smell. Very, very nice. Not that funny foundation-y smell, so that's good. And I'm just double checking on my lists here. This cost me, wait for it, this cost me £3.79. £3.79, less than £4 for a liquid foundation. There we go. It feels really nice. That was item number 2. Item number 3 is the My Skin Perfector Loose Fixing Powder. Here we go. And I got this in the shade Fair. Or Light, sorry. Again, this was £3.79. So the same price as the liquid foundation. Let's just see if I can have a look inside. Screw top. It's got one of the seals on the top there. But nicely, it's got a little taggy thing here. I don't know if you can see. So unusually, it's got a tag. So it actually makes it quite easy to pick up. Woo, there we go. Poof. There we go. And let's have a look. It says it's light, but it's got like a pinkiness to it. I'm not sure if that's going to come off on camera at all. But let's just pick a small amount up. There we go. It's got like a peachiness or a pinkiness to it. And we'll just pop a touch of that over the back of that foundation, over the back of my hand. And that is really nice. It feels really, really nice and soft and smooth. Obviously you'll not be able to see, but I have popped it just there. And there we go. So again, less than £4 for a fixing powder. See what I mean about affordable? There we go, item number 3. Then the next thing I bought, going through your sort of base makeup as you do, is this. It's the Contouring Duo Palette, and I got it in the shade for lighter skin. You could get a lighter skin one, a medium skin, or a darker skin. This is the lighter skin one, and I paid £3.49 for it. Obviously you've got the 2 colours, you've got the darker one and you've got this lighter one. Let's see if I can open it up. There we go. And I'll hold it up for you. And you know what? I think that lighter one you could actually use as a pressed powder. So if you didn't want to get the fixing powder as well, the loose powder, you could use this, not a problem at all. And that darker shade looks absolutely perfect. Might be a little bit on the cool tone side, but yeah, we're gonna find out, aren't we, when we test it out. So there we go. And like I say, £3.50. Not bad at all, is it? Next thing I bought. Now then, this is a blusher, okay? It's the Blush Lighter, and I ended up getting it in the shade 02 Coral Sunset. I was actually wanting the 03 shade, which was like the cassis, like a raspberry shade. It's a blusher, matte blusher on one side and a highlighter on the other. And I believe I paid £3.79 for this. And I'm just seeing if I can open it, and let's have a look. I bet it's got a seal on it. No, it's fine. There we go. And actually the highlighter part of it, can you see? It's just really right on that edge. Let's see if I can do a bit of a swatch. So I'll go on this edge. There we go. That's the matte blusher side. Let's pop it on. Let's see if we can see what it's like. That's actually really nice. Really nice. There we go. Okay. And let's get another finger and do the, wow, look at that highlighter side. Very, very goldeny highlighter. There we go. Pop that on. Cool, blimey. Can we see that highlighter? Look at that. Gorgeous. Very, very nice for summer, I have to say. And again, £3.79 for a blusher and a highlighter. So obviously you could use each side individually, or mix it together if you like a shimmery blush, you know. Great little product. There we go. And actually, I'm not as fearful of that colour now as I was when it came. I was like, oh no, look at it. But I'm sure it'll be fine. And what's next? Next thing. So we've got all our base done basically. And the next thing, I actually bought 2 eyeshadow palettes. I know, I couldn't resist. So I will go through the smaller one first. This is the Hello Berlin eyeshadow palette, and this cost £6.99. Okay, so £6.99. First of all, wonderful artwork. They're both cardboard packaging, so they're not plastic. Nice and cardboardy. Lovely, stunning artwork on there. Let's open her up. You have got a mirror in the top there as well. Is it going to fold all the way back? Just about, but that's the colour scheme. Now, quite a bit of a different colour scheme for me, a bit more muted. These here, it has got a plasticky film on the top here, ladies and gentlemen, so don't worry, I'm not poking my fingers in. These here, a bit soft and yeah for me, but you know, that's not the point. It was actually these 3 here that pulled me into this palette. This sort of really nice mucky khaki sagey green, the darker green here to be able to darken that up, and then a black here to be able to darken that up even further. I really like the orangey tones as well over here. You do have 3 shimmers in this palette, and 6 mattes. So your 3 shimmers are this golden here, this more sort of orangey bronzy one, and then this lighter pinky one. Now I would think this pinky one in particular would be nice as an inner corner highlight. You've got, you know, your nice light shade there if you want a bit of a transitioning shade in your crease first, or great for blending out edges. So yeah, that's the Hello Berlin palette. And then the other palette I bought is, oh dear, I shouldn't have bent, I'm just thinking I shouldn't have bent that back now because it won't close. Whoops, never mind, be fine. And the other one I bought is this one. This is the Epic Sunset palette. This is a larger palette, but this still only cost me £7, although it was on special offer. So I think the full price of this is £10, and it was 30% off, down to £7. So I'm going to open it up and show you. Again, it has a mirror on. Now then, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see, but this has come and the mirror is cracked. Now then, I know a lot of people probably would be unhappy about that. For me personally, I don't ever use, although this is a good sized mirror, I'm just looking in it now, I don't use mirrors in palettes particularly very often. I always have my handheld mirrors. But, you know, if you were going to take this away, you would want that mirror so you've not got to take the extra handheld mirror, you know. So yeah, potentially I could have got hold of Feel Unique and said, look, I've got a damaged product, please can you send me a replacement. But here we go, this is the colour story. Now I'm going to turn this upside down and show you it this way. Again, it's got the clear plastic sleeve over it at the moment, but look at that colour story. Oh my goodness. So as you can see, this is probably a lot more me, probably sort of more the type of colour story you'd think I would buy. You've got 14 eyeshadows here, and these 2 up here, actually, I believe, they can be used as eyeshadows, but you could, if you wanted to, you could use these as contouring shades as well. I mean, I think this is a little dark personally, but maybe mixing the 2 together you could get away with. There's a mixture of mattes, satins and shimmers in this palette. Now, it's a little bit difficult when you're just looking. It is a little bit difficult to decide which formula. Certainly this one here, this sort of mauvey taupey colour, that's a definite matte. These two down here are definitely mattes. And then literally the rest are satins or shimmers. I think the ratio is going to be, I think there's probably around about 3 or 4 shimmers and the rest are going to be satins. But we will figure that out once we start going through and applying them. So that's my 2 eyeshadow palettes. And I also thought that if I try and hold them both up together for you, I also thought that they would work well in conjunction with each other, you know? Can you see? So yeah, so I could mix a couple of colours from this with this and just generally have a good old play about. But there we go. For £7 a palette, I was quite happy with that. And then moving on to finishing off the eyes. This was the 2-in-1 eyeliner pencil. Okay. This was £2.99. It's in black, 2-in-1 eyeliner pen, and I'm pretty sure, basically, if I take both ends off, you have a thick end here, which is really nicely angled. So for doing wings, that is going to be hopefully brilliant. And then on the other end, you've got a nice thin end for getting right along the lash line. And the other great thing is, if I show you, I don't know whether I'll be able to see this or not, but it actually does say thick and thin on the pen, so you know which end you're going to be pulling the lid off of, rather than pulling one end off and going, nope, I want the other end. So I'm just going to do a quick with the thick end. Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's going to be brilliant for doing flicks with. And then the thin end, let's have a look. Oh, actually, that it's like the thin end is actually, which is this one here, that is actually more like a brush. So yeah, and for £2.99, £2.99, £3. You know, can't go wrong. Next thing I bought was a mascara, and this is the Bye Bye Panda Eyes in black. This was £3.49, and it's a smudge proof, volumizing and defining mascara. And again, I do know Nikki Raven has got this product and she uses it and she loves it. Oh, look at the wand. Now then, nice. It's a bushy wand. It's a bristly one. It's not like the plastic bristles like the NYX on the Rise. And it doesn't exactly go to a tapered end. It's not shaped in any way, but that does look like it's going to be a good brush for getting that volumizing and lengthening. And I just love the shape of the bottle. It's a really nice, it feels really nice in your hand, you know. So yeah, so that's the Bye Bye Panda Eyes mascara. And the last thing I bought, because you know, if you're doing a full face of a brand, you've got to get a bit of everything. So I bought the Stay Matte for 8 Hours liquid lipstick. Here we go. And I got it in the shade 09, which is the darkest one that they do, and it's called Bite Me If You Can, which I just thought personally was an absolutely awesome name. All of it. Let's have a look. Now then, it's got one of these sort of quite long, very flat, sort of what I call a lollipop sticky shaped wand. Here we go. Let's have a look at the colour. Oh yeah, that's a me colour, isn't it? Look at that. Really nice and dark and red. But with it's like you've got sort of the berry tones under there. Yeah, I like that. Like that. It's actually coming off on camera a little more red than it is in real life. And that's one thing I will say about this brand, is that with things like the lip colours, they do tend to be what I would call very safe. They are basically sort of your nudie, browny, pinks. There's no outrageous colours out there. So for somebody like me who likes their purples and things like that, no, there was no real option for that. Like I say, this was the darkest of the liquid lipsticks that I could find. But anyway, that's everything I've bought. I'm really excited to get into playing with all this. I hope you're excited to see what I create with everything and to find out my thoughts and feelings on the products. I mean, I think I've spent in total, I've spent sort of just over, it's about £42 on it. I've got a foundation, I've got a loose powder, I've got a primer, I've got the highlighter and the blush, I've got the contouring kit, so that's 5 items. Then I've got the lipstick, the 2 eyeshadow palette and the mascara and the eyeliner pen. I've got 10 items in total and I have spent £42. Average that out, it's £4.20 an item. I didn't think that was bad at all. Obviously because I got it through Feel Unique, I then sort of build up the beauty circle points and things like that. But anyway, like I say, that's my little essence haul. Please let me know what you think down in the comments section below, everybody. If you are new to my channel, the warmest of welcomes. I don't just do things like this, haul videos, I do makeup looks, I do subscription box unboxings. I also have a live stream on a Friday evening, 8 PM GMT. It's just a general chitty chatty session. Come in, blow some cobwebs away in a nice, friendly, safe, encouraging place. Please join us for that if you are able to. And if you are new to I hope you consider subscribing and following me on my YouTube journey. You can either press the red button down below or the circular icon with my face in it, which will appear here shortly. There we go. I think that's everything for today. Thank you for watching. As always, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Keep safe and well, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.